Dillon, are you being looked at more as a fullback or a linebacker, or can you tell yet?
Um, Linebacker primarily,
Okay.
but obviously some fullback flex there, thankfully. So really at this point, it's just any way that I can get on a roster and any way that I can impact a team. And in a lot of ways, it's saving a roster spot if I can do both. So that's kind of the positive of having that flexibility.
Okay. I guess this has to be a really exciting time for you.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a thing you dream about. But I mean, there's a lot of work involved, and I'm really happy to watch these guys today and their performances. I mean, as soon as you finish the bowl game, you go to your site and you start training, and these guys have done a really great job with their prep, and I think they saw that with their times today. So hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping to get that opportunity here soon, and yeah, be proud of the prep that I put in.
What's you hurt your leg or something?
Yeah, so at the NFLPA Bowl, I tore my MCL and PCL. So kind of some tough grass there. But I mean, rehab has gone great. I spent my first 6 weeks here in Waco, and the Baylor training staff did a crazy great job. I mean, supporting me, and it was so great to be around everybody again. And so that's been really positive. Really pushing to be able to be healthy for a pro day on April 22nd, and I'm going to be 100% by the time I'm with the team and mini camp starts. So that's really what matters. I think in a lot of ways you look back at your career and. I mean, my college career, and I've been lucky enough to be healthy through my whole career. I've never missed a game due to injury. So in some ways, it was the best time for it to happen because I didn't miss a game. And so, well, I missed the NFLPA game, but I mean, I'll be healthy when I go to a team, and that's really what matters.
So the NFLPA Bowl, correct?
Yep.
What day did you say was that pro day that you're going on?
Hoping for April 22nd.
Do you know
Yep.
how many teams?
No, at that point it doesn't really matter because whoever comes, they'll get times and measurements and all that, and it'll go to all 32. So,
What do you think you'd be able to do by then?
Not sure yet. I mean, rehab is kind of it's a fluid process. So, I mean, like I say, I am hoping for April 22nd because that's, I mean, if everything goes well, then I'll be ready to go and hopefully able to do everything. But I can't commit to anything right now. I mean, obviously, this is a really kind of an important time for me to just continue getting better every day, and that's been the focus, is just take it one day at a time and continue to improve.
Do you recall what teams you've been having conversations with at this point?
At the NFLPA game, I talked to probably 15 of the 32. So, yeah, I can't list them, but yeah, it's been really good to get to know a lot of the scouts. I mean, they put their lives into discovering talent, and it's cool to hear their stories too, because I mean, they've been in the business for a long time. They've scouted a lot of good players that I mean, I look up to, and so it's cool to hear their stories, and I mean, they've given me words of encouragement throughout the way as well. So cool to hear about them as people, and just yeah, hope to impress them here in the coming weeks. So.
When you look back from that MCL and PCL tear, and on top of what I assume you were trying to push for in terms of getting ready for a pro day, how does that impact your training and how you can try to reach new PRs while also working back?
Yeah, I mean, for a while there, it was just 100% rehab, not a ton of training going on, just because it limits you. I mean, obviously, upper body you can train. You start to focus on the things that you can do. So upper body, single leg stuff, and then obviously one limb, a quarter of your body, can't really do much. So really just working back to full range of motion. That was the focus for a while, and I mean, these next few weeks will be huge for getting back to that PR space. So.
And those teams seem to like how versatile you've been. You know, the fullback, linebacker, did that come up in conversation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, NFL teams want to save a roster spot, like I said. They're not working with unlimited guys. So if you can, I mean, I know a lot of linebackers try to learn how to snap just so that NFL teams can save a roster spot. So it's really just about learning to increase your value, and hopefully the NFL scouts have seen me do that, kind of flip-flopping both ways.
You worked on some snapping at all?
A little bit. The injury kind of nixed that a little bit, but yeah, I've worked it a little bit. So.
Dillon, what's this whole process been like for you?
I think it's been eye-opening, I think would be the word that I would use. You talk to a lot of NFL players, and in a lot of ways it is what they expect, but in a lot of ways it isn't what they expect. So I think it is what you expect when it comes to, the guys around you are the best at every school that they went to. And so you get impressed with a lot of guys. So like I was training at X3 in Florida, and just so many good dudes there. You get the chance to connect with a few guys from other schools, but really like spending every day with them has been really eye-opening, because you realize there's great guys everywhere. And I've spent a lot of time with guys like Joey Fisher from Shepherd College in West Virginia, and then Marte Mapu from Sacramento State. Like, those guys have become really close to me because we go in and we work hard every day, and that's been really positive. But then at the other side of things, like, you don't have really coaches to hold you accountable as much anymore, and it is a little bit lonely because you're working for yourself now. Those guys, it's a little bit of like dog eat dog, because everybody's working to be the best that they can be, and you're competing for roster spots, and that's the business of the NFL. And we'd have it no other way, because that's what it takes to compete with the best, and that's the goal here. So.
Terrell or any of those guys, have you talked to them about the whole process? They given you any advice?
Yeah, Terrell, PD, they stopped into town a few weeks ago. Great to see them, great to hear their stories of their first year in the league and the lesson that they've learned. Been really positive. And then Clay Johnston has spent some time as well at Baylor. So, really great to hear from those guys. And obviously they're in a much different mode than I am, but they can kind of speak to my situation and some of the things that, some of the challenges involved with, going through this process. And so been really great to have some guidance from them, and they've been really great friends throughout the process.